Let me ask you a question you've tried not to hear. Why do you feel a quiet ache inside you, even when nothing is wrong? You have food, shelter, distractions, maybe even people who love you. But when you pause, something hollow stirs beneath the surface. This video is about that invisible battle, the war you fight inside your own mind, the one you never learned to name. Because the truth is, most people don't fear failure. They fear living an unremarkable life. You wake up, check your phone, rush through obligations, collapse into bed, repeat. Somewhere in the blur, you think, is this really it? Nietzsche once said that the greatest danger isn't suffering, it's numbness. When you stop feeling your life, when days become loops, when you become a spectator of your own existence, that's when you start dying while still alive. And yet you pretend everything is fine. You laugh, you scroll, you work. Inside, though, a voice whispers, "You should be more than this." That voice is not weakness. It's your soul refusing extinction. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Your anxiety, your loneliness, your lack of purpose. These are not personal failures. They are the default settings of the human mind. Thinkers like Bonhoeffer, Kierkegaard, and Plato all understood something we've forgotten. To be human is to be insecure. To be alive is to be restless. To be conscious is to be conflicted. You're not broken, you are aware. But today's culture turns discomfort into diagnosis. We convince people that existential pain should be erased, not interpreted. You're not meant to eliminate your discomfort. You are meant to listen to it. Let's talk about the behaviors you don't admit. You procrastinate on your dreams. You choose comfort over courage. You abandon habits just when they start working. You sabotage relationships that could heal you. You think you lack discipline, but the truth goes deeper. You're terrified that success demands responsibility. If you grow, people expect more of you. If you change, you can't use your past as an excuse anymore. If you become stronger, your weakness becomes a choice, not a condition. Most people don't fear failure. They fear seeing who they could have been. Imagine a person who lives in a cage with the door unlocked. He could walk out anytime, but he doesn't. Why? Because the outside world is unpredictable. Inside the cage, he knows the shape of suffering. This is how you live. Your cage is that job you hate but refuse to leave. That identity you cling to because it's familiar. The stories you tell yourself to justify staying small. Freedom is terrifying. Because if you step outside, you no longer get to blame the cage. Socrates said that people prefer comfortable lies over painful truths. We don't avoid truth because it's unknown, but because it will demand action once we know it. You think your pain comes from a lack of money, freedom, time, or success. But the core wound is this. You abandoned yourself. You traded authenticity for approval. You silenced desires to stay safe. You punished curiosity because it didn't look productive. You agreed to shrink, then wondered why you don't fit in your own life anymore. You aren't tired. You are unexpressed. You aren't lost. You've been hiding. What if I told you the feelings you hate, dissatisfaction, longing, discomfort, are actually messages? Nietzsche called them the birth pains of becoming. Your emptiness is not failure, it is invitation. You feel restless because there is something in you that refuses to die quietly. Machiavelli understood that a leader without inner conflict is dead, because conflict forces evolution. Plato believed that ignorance of self is the root of suffering, not circumstances. Bonhoeffer warned that passive obedience to society destroys the soul long before any prison cell does. These thinkers agreed on something profound. Your mind is not supposed to be peaceful until your life aligns with your potential. Your biggest opponent is not society. It's inertia, the tendency to repeat what you've already survived because what you haven't experienced yet might destroy you. But here's the darker truth. In trying not to die, you never truly live. Think about this. If you died tonight, and 10 years after your death, someone watched a recording of your life, would they say you lived? Or would they say you existed? Would they see risk, curiosity, creation, or comfort, avoidance, distraction? You already know the answer. It haunts you quietly. Let's imagine something radical. What if the unease you always try to silence is not your enemy, but your compass? The problem isn't that you feel empty. The problem is that you keep numbing it instead of decoding it. There comes a time where you stop asking, "What do I want?" and start asking, "What must I become?" This is where life shifts. Because life doesn't reward wishful thinkers. It rewards those who are willing to endure discomfort in the pursuit of a self that doesn't yet exist. Here is the paradox. The person you secretly admire, the confident version of you, the brave version, the fulfilled version, isn't waiting for you to arrive. They are waiting for you to decide. Identity is less like discovery and more like construction. You don't find meaning. You build it. I'll leave you with something most people never hear. You won't find peace by making life easier. You will find it by becoming someone stronger. When you stop trying to feel safe and start trying to feel alive, everything changes. Fear becomes fuel. Discomfort becomes direction. Restlessness becomes rebirth. The silent battle inside you was never a curse. It was a signal, a summons, a reminder that you are meant for more. So if you've been waiting for permission, this is it. If you've been waiting for a sign, you just heard it. Your life will not change when you finally understand yourself. It will change the moment you finally become yourself. The ache you feel isn't weakness. It is potential, knocking from the inside. The question is, will you answer? Because the worst tragedy isn't death. It's living a life that never belonged to you. And now, you know. The rest is up to you.